Okay friends, I did switch which collection I'm going to use. I'm going to use the Cute as a Bug. I'm going to use these big sunflowers with the bees. I'm going to use the polka dot and the stripe, and I'm going to do something and then make this a larger piece, and then my photos and decorate and such. So these are the 3 pieces of paper I'm going to use. I've got all of my die cuts available to use. So let me see what I come up with, and I'll come back and share it with you. Okay friends, here's the layout I came up with, the Miss Kate Cuttables Cute as a Bug collection. I ended up grabbing another piece of paper, so there's actually 4 different pieces of paper on here. So I used the diagonal as the background, as the mat for the photo, and I did not gut it. I used this yellow polka dot, and I did cut out an inside portion of that to use here. I did the sunflower paper, and then there was this red checked paper that I ended up bringing in to just break up some edges. I used, this little lady was actually on a cut apart sheet, as well as this big sunflower. I'm gonna have to add some dots in here, I think. And the rest is from the ephemera pack. I also used some My Little Bicycle. These are old gems that I want to get rid of. So I did come up with something with that one collection. Like I said before, I am going to be just creating one with each one of these collections that I had kept out. And I'm going to then put away what I decide to keep, but I'm not keeping everything. I wonder what color I should use. Should I use bisque or buttercup? Maybe bisque, because this is probably like a bisque, right? Let's do it together, and if I mess it up, I mess it up. Now, you'll notice that as these are coming out, they kind of leave that little cone dot. What I'm going to do when I'm done putting these little circles in here is I'm going to bang on the back, and that helps to get rid of them. It helps to flatten them out. This just helps add a little bit more dimension to the layout, a little bit more. I'm going to do this one too then. I don't like that it does that, because then that's when you have the chance of smearing things, if you ask me, when I kind of have those left over. I'm not going to do it on this one because he's got the smiley face, but I'll do the little 3 dots that it has in there. Okay, so let me show you what I do. I will go ahead and I will just kind of flick the back of the layout, and sometimes that helps those to just kind of round out. As you violently, and please remember, you have to do it violently. Just kidding. Did it smooth them out? It did some. Unfortunately, I got a bigger one there that I don't care for, but that's okay. So we even added a little bit of mixed media in there. I've been putting together my fall kit, so those are different colors than I've had out recently. I think I had the buttercup in my summer collection, but bisque was definitely not in there. So I'll work on the sew, I promise. I don't know why I continue to use that, but this is one layout that I've completed using one of the last. I'm going to go ahead and work on the next one. I will get that page figured out, come back and share it with you. Hang tight. Okay friends, I've got the next supplies I'm going to work with. This is the, what is this called? Summer Break collection from Miss Kate Cuttables. This was the other one that I had mentioned that I got the 2 collections. Been struggling to use them. They're in my summer basket. These are the last 2, so I wanted to get at least one layout made with each of them. I have culled down both of the collections to papers that I believe I will use. I still have enough in the 2 of them that I'm going to put them away for next summer, but I do have some of the papers are just going to be donated somewhere. But let me show you what my thought is here. So I've got this little bag that I keep on my desk that's all kinds of labels and such. I thought I'd kind of go through here if I need anything. I'm going to photograph. I'm going to scrapbook this photo of my daughter and her family. This is from August 28th last year. So this is the day before Quinny turned 4. So just their new little family photo. From my inventory, I grabbed, I'm going to use this title from Lacey Ann Designs. And this was a She Loves Color. This was a donation to the bags. I've got some pink enamel dots. I've got a couple of wooden butterflies. One is yellow and one is wood grain. A couple of flowers from the ephemera pack, a rainbow, a sunshine. Believe I'm going to mat my photo in white, and then I was thinking of maybe using some vellum as well. Oh, the vellum's not big enough. Okay, maybe not. Okay, well, I am going to cut the photo down, so it might be. We'll see. I just found it on my desk, so I thought, hey, use this. So I've got these 4 pieces of paper. Now, I believe I'm going to use the yellow as my background, and then these other papers are going to be accents. I'm thinking of cutting some strips out of them. Now, on this blue paper, the back of this is cut aparts. So I don't have anything on here I want to use. I'm just going to be cutting a strip or so of this paper. I was also thinking of using this to back my photo after I back the white. I love this, and this will probably be a larger strip on the paper somewhere, and maybe I'll also use some of the pink. This is going to be a strip as well to combine all those colors. I don't think this will be, and like I said, I believe this yellow will be the background. I figured I'd go with the yellow background and see where we go from there and putting everything together. So not a whole lot of supplies, which should make it a little bit quicker. But you know how that goes. Then sometimes you're thinking about, oh, should I add? But I'm really going to try to keep it to what I have in front of me here, because I want to put these away. I've pretty much got my fall kit figured out. I'm going to kind of go through that to make sure that I've got enough in there. But we'll see. We'll see. Let me go ahead and get to work and come back and show you what I come up with. Hang tight. All right, friends, I made my last layout with the Miss Kate Cuttables. Why do I keep forgetting the name of the kit? Is it Summer Break or? Yep, Summer Break. So I had 2 kits left that I had not used in my summer bash kit. When I started the series, I had said that if I could get at least 1 layout made of every collection that I had in there, I would be happy. I had 2 Miss Kate Cuttables collections in there because they were new in my stash and I wanted to try them out. I had a hard time using them, not because of the product, but just because of the product that I use, what I'm attracted to, and I was attracted to these. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. For some reason, I couldn't make them work. Well, I ended up making sure that I did make at least 1 layout from each of the collections, and I really am happy with what I came up with. The Summer Break collection, I ended up cutting into 4 pieces of paper. As you can see, I've got my background paper here, this floral paper. The back of this is the pink, and then this gingham paper. So that's only 3, so I'm not quite sure what the 4th one I cut into was. Oh, it's the blue that's here on the back of my photo. I did not put this on white like I thought I was going to because I forgot, but I did put the vellum in here. I ended up going in my stash and I got 3 wood veneer butterflies. I used all of these here are ephemera from the ephemera pack, and I did put the little enamel dots that I had picked out for this particular layout here, as well as in 3 places on the layout. Where's the other one? There you go. I did use the Lacey Ann Designs title. That was a gift at She Loves Color. I've glued that down. I used a pop dot on the back of the sunshine and on the back of the flowers. I just like to add that dimension when it comes to my layout. So there you go. I did use every collection that was in that basket, and with one exception. The exception was I put some page kits in there that I did not use that I'm carrying over. So I will show them again when I reveal my fall kit. I'm happy with what I came. So here's that one. And then here was the other one that I did with the bee collection that was there. As you can see, my dots have, I don't want to touch them because they're probably not all the way dry, but they're no longer little like Hershey Kisses anymore. But I will have photos at the end. Let me know what you think. I thank you for joining me on this little journey over the summer with these collections and trying to get things that are in my space used. I have the last that I purchased were the Doodlebug and the two Bella collections. I'm hopefully going to use them. There's still some time left this month to do some creating. You probably won't see what I create though until September, as the calendar is full, and I'm happy about that. I took some hints from my friend Scylla when we met over the summer. I was just asking her how she gets, plans her content, how does she make sure that she's got things up. And I had never used just it's not necessarily a calendar, but it's just a piece of paper that has every day written on there. Now I know I always participate in a cherry on top, so I filled out every Wednesday there. I like to play with Collection Obsession, so I try to get a layout done a week there. So there's 4 weeks of the month, and I already have 2 things that I've planned on those dates. So what do I want to fill that in with? Kind of the things that I filled it in with this month, there will be videos showing what's in my fall stash, so that was way more than I thought it would be. And really it was using my summer kit. Most of the stuff was using my summer kit, so I'm so glad that I did. I did have a couple hauls this month. I don't think I will next month. I may from pre-orders for Christmas stuff, but other than that, I don't see anything coming in. Maybe my scrap room kit, just the normal, nothing extravagant. I'm at a good place right now. I feel like I'm at a good place right now with what I have and what to use. So as I ramble, it's like I don't have anybody to talk to, so you guys are my friends, and I appreciate that. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you being here. Please like, comment, subscribe. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.